Franklin and Marshall Diplomats return home to Spinagle-Williamson Field, 1-1 in the Centennial Conference, 1-2 overall, taking on the undefeated Juniata Eagles from Huntington on September 28th. On the first play of the game for Juniata, Ward Yudinsky was sacked for a loss of 11 to the Juniata 4 by Trey Henderson and the Centennial Conference Player of the Week, Brendan Wengirder. On the ensuing possession, E.J. Schneider hit Timmy Muller for 15 yards. The drive started at 11:30 in the first. Later on in the drive, Schneider's 32-yard run resulted in a touchdown on 3rd and 8 to put up the Diplomats 7-0 with 9:11 to go in the first. Following a 3-and-out for Juniata, Jordan Zackery returned a 42-yard punt for 66 yards all the way to the house for a touchdown, putting up F&M 14-0 with 7:39 remaining. That run was just the beginning of what was a spectacular day for number 7, Jordan Zackery. Juniata started off their next drive and would move down the field before a 1st and goal at the F&M 9. John Stark forces a fumble. F&M returned the ball back to the Eagles after a 3-and-out, and on 3rd and goal from the F&M 4, Ward Yudinsky's pass was incomplete to Michael John, broken up on the pass coverage by Trey Henderson. The Diplomats defense held, forcing a field goal. On the next Juniata possession, Ward Yudinsky hits Devon Mitchell for the touchdown to pull within 7. F&M got the ball back and started an 11-play, 72-yard drive, which ended in an E.J. Schneider to Jordan Zackery touchdown. A 10-play, 47-yard drive kicked off the second half. Schneider found Muller on the 1-yard line to make the score 30-10 with 10:08 remaining in the quarter. In the closing minutes of the third, Scott LaValva took an E.J. Schneider pass down to the Juniata 2 for a 37-yard gain. That drive led to a Connor Ryan field goal to make the score 33-10 with 14:10 left to go in the fourth. Diplomats out on top. After a Juniata 3-and-out led to a punt, Jordan Zackery returned it 44 yards down to the Juniata 7. The junior returned 4 punts for 168 yards and 4 kicks for 123 yards on the day, earning him the Centennial Conference Special Teams Player of the Week. On the next play, E.J. Schneider takes it in from 7 yards out, making it 39-10. The extra point failed, but the route was on for the Diplomats. Later in the fourth, Anthony Carlucci in at quarterback tossed a 13-yard touchdown to Tim Leone, making it 46-10. On the next Juniata drive, they took it down to the F&M 2-yard line. Ward Yudinsky found Isaiah Slutter with 10:06 left to go on the clock as they pulled to within 30, 46-16. With 1:34 left to go in the game, Jordan Blair picked off quarterback Hank Coyne, who was in for Ward Yudinsky to end the contest. Franklin and Marshall notched the win to pull their record to 2-2 on the season. Juniata fell to 3-1, their first loss of the 2013 season. Franklin and Marshall will return to action next week, Saturday at 1:30 for homecoming to take on the rival Dickinson Red Devils for the battle for the Conestoga Wagon.